مباشرة بحلقة جديدة من برنامجنا Young Leading the Way وضيوف جداد اليوم بحلقتنا وموضوع جديد. الحلقة اليوم راح تنقسم لقسمين. بالقسم الأول من الحلقة راح يكون معنا المرشح إلى المجلس التربوي في ديربورن عادل معزب، وبالقسم الثاني من الحلقة راح يكون معنا زينب شامي. she's the owner of Zeethecook. فنتحدث كمان عن زينب وعن Zeethecook وعن قصة النجاح تبعها. نحن هلا من هون لقبل الانتخابات رح تكون بنوفمبر 6 عادل.
نعم.
قبل لحد من هون لقبل الانتخابات كل نهار جمعة رح نستضيف مرشح أو مرشحين من اللي هن مرشحين المجلس التربوي بديربورن. رح نعطي كل واحد منهم، يعني بس بدي أنا أشرح لأنه أول مرة هيدي عم نعملها. رح نعطي كل واحد منهم 15 دقيقة على الهواء. هيدي it's not paid، يعني هيدي نحنا it's unbiased, it's very honest and نحنا nobody is يعني ولا حدا من المرشحين بيعرف شو هن الأسئلة اللي نحنا رح نطرحها عليهم، بس نحنا حابين أكتر وأكتر نعرف الجالية هون على المرشحين اللي هن نازلين على المقعد التربوي على المجلس التربوي في مدينة ديربورن. فرح يكونوا معنا أغلب المرشحين. نحنا وجهنا دعاوي لأغلبهم، بس رح نوجه دعاوي لكلهم لحتى يجوا. كل واحد رح يطلع له 15 minute. رح نسأله عن البلان تبعه، عن ليش هن نازلين على الانتخابات، وإذا أنتم عندكم حيلا سؤال بتحبوا تطرحوه على اللي ضيوفنا المرشحين أو غير المرشحين، فيكم تتصلوا فينا من ديترويت على 313-769-6666 and from Windsor Canada على 519-256-1023. هلا اكثر للي المرشحين خصوصا اللي نازلين على المقعد التربوي او بهون اللي بده يدق من ديترويت، يعني من 313-769-6666. نحن بدنا نبلش حلقتنا اليوم مع عادل معزب. عادل هو مرشح على المقعد على المجلس التربوي في مدينة ديربورن لمدة 6 سنوات. فعادل welcome to the show.
Thank you so much Hussein for hosting me.
بدك هيدا؟ تفضل. No problem عادل. Adel, it's a pleasure having you. You're the first guest that we have through this series of, hosting, candidates for school board. If you can just give our viewers and listeners a bit background about who you are, Adel.
شكرا. أول Hussein, thank you so much for this opportunity. The Board of Education is a very important post that voters will decide on it on November 6th. And I'm glad that we're doing this so people are aware of the candidates, because sometimes when you go and vote, you pay attention to the top ticket numbers or to the top candidates on the top of the ballot. And the Board of Education affects every single resident, whether you have children in the schools or not. So it is a very important topic, and I'm glad that you're doing this series of hosting the candidates to inform the voters to see so they can make the best decision. An informed decision is a great decision for our schools and for Henry Ford College.
That's amazing.
So again, the name is Adel Mozip. For those who are living in Dearborn, you may have heard the name. You may have got to know me through my activities through the schools and through my activism, and also being in the media. I hosted quite a few shows, and I also contributed to the Yemeni American News. But to go back into my lifestyle or my life story, I came to the U.S. when I was 13. My father worked for Ford since '77. So he brought us over in 2000, and I enrolled in a school in Detroit.
Okay.
I learned the language quickly, went to Fordson High School, and since high school, people have looked up to me as somebody who will be an agent of change, who will make things happen. And alhamdulillah, I've been blessed in my life to do a lot of things wherever I am. So whether it was at Fordson, being very active in student clubs, actually forming the Arab Student Union right now, that's called, it used to be called the Arabic Cultural Club.
Okay.
And then being also a programmer on the robotics team. At UFM Dearborn, I was a student senator advocating for students. I was the chairman of the academic student affairs, and we were able to agree with the administration to open the library 24 hours for students. And then after graduation, I formed a nonprofit that promotes higher education. When I graduated from high school, Hussein, I looked back, actually from college, I looked back at my high school yearbook.
Okay.
And I found out that many of our students that I graduated with didn't go to college.
Okay.
And that made me a little bit sad, and I said, you know, I have to do something about it. So we started going to schools, we started then a mentoring program, and then we started a partnership with the district where we meet on a monthly basis and talk about the pressing issues that our students are facing. So to fast forward why I'm running, this is the second time I'm on the ballot. So I ran back in 2016, and alhamdulillah I was not successful, but I got a tremendous amount of support. Received 11,000 votes, and received a lot of support from all over the city, and I'm running again because people know that I'm very determined to reflect their voices. I'm running to be the taxpayer's voice, running to be the student's voice. The board needs that diversity and reflecting the students' voices on the board. My main goals are student achievement, student safety, and also making sure that our students are ready for college.
Very good عادل. خلينا بس لحتى هيك نقطة بس قبل ما نكمل بس بنحب نتشكر السبونسرز تبع أمريكان راديو اللي هن ميدوست ريسايكلينج، لكجري هوم فرنتشر، ميريديان لا جروب، ان جي دايموند، لكجري ليموزين، واخبار الساعة الوحدة كانت من رعاية فيرست ستارت كوليجن. نطرنا نقول السبونسرز بس لحتى نطلع لايف على الفيسبوك لحتى يطلعوا على الراديو وعلى الفيسبوك مع بعض. عادل خلينا نرجع لك.
أنا بوجه تحية للسبونسرز لأنهم they make the program
أكيد. عادل أنت مثل ما كنت عم بتقول you ran 2 times already, and I think you applied also 2 times.
No, I ran once.
You ran
once, and I applied twice.
You applied twice.
Yes.
So it's a total of 3 times trying to be on the school board.
Right.
Somebody else would have gave up already. Why didn't you give up yet?
It's myself. I'm resilient.
Okay.
I even if I don't make it this time, and inshallah, we will. Definitely, I'm gonna stay involved. You know, many people after the elections, if they don't make it, they give up. I think you've seen many examples.
100%.
They actually disappear from the public life.
Okay.
They go back to their, private life, and they stay there. I didn't. I stayed involved. Whether it's in my school PTA or whether it's with a mentoring program at Edsel Ford, whether it's attending the board meetings.
Adel, is it like a personal challenge?
It's my personal passion. I want to make sure that we have quality education in Dearborn. And in order for my kids...
You don't think we have quality education in Dearborn now, Adel?
Not as we should be.
What's missing? What's missing to make it a quality education, in Adel's view?
There are we're struggling with a lot of things.
Like?
A student academic, we're still on the achievement gap is still high.
Okay.
We still have to close that gap.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, we have to celebrate all the successes that we have.
Okay.
I was part of the strategic initiative, which we had 2 years ago, which we planned the students first, and we had a motto for our students of celebrating success, and that's the main thing. And we have students who are going to Ivy League colleges.
مظبوط. طيب خلينا بس ناخذ
But we
اتصال
still
على
have
الهواء.
students who are struggling.
تفضل مين معنا على الهواء؟
تفضل.
يعطيك العافية أخي حسين، معك خضر تحية.
أهلا وسهلا. أهلا وسهلا حبيب القلب خضر حبيبي.
حبيبي ما قدرتش بتلفن يعني.
الله يخليك.
وتحية لك ولأخي عادل
حبيبي خضر.
زينب ولكل القيمين على زي عادة. أنا حبيت تلفن وشد عيدكم على الأداء الرائع وعلى المواد اللي عم تحطوها اللي فيها كل شيء للمجتمع وللجيل.
خضر هيتك دقيت يعني رح نعطي الدقيقتين زياده لعادل، بس بنحب نهنيك على البوزيشن اللي اخذتها انت مع ديربورن بابليك سكولز، على الادفوكسي اللي انت عم تعملها للستودنتس with special challenges. ما بحب اقول انا special need. You're doing amazing job. خضر فرحات. نحن we are very proud of you. You represented us very well in Washington and in New York. So thank you خضر.
حبيبي هذا من يعني فضل الله وفضلكم فضل الجالي كله والكوميونتي، وان شاء الله كلنا سوا نشتغل لمنفعة الكوميونتي كلها ان شاء الله. الله يوفقكم ويقويكم.
خضر عندك شي سؤال لعادل؟
والله بس سؤال ممكن مش صعب خضر. اتمنى انه عدم نسيان اصحاب التحديات من ضمن الفردين.
أكيد.
مظبوط.
وغير هيك بتمنى التوفيق للكل، واي شيء حتى يكون خدمه لكم ومساعده لكم احنا حاضرين باي وقت.
ثانك يو خضر فرحات كلك ذوق على
شكرا.
اتصالك.
Thank you so much حبيبي.
عادل نقطة كتير مهمة طرحها خضر actually إنه نحن kids with special needs, students with special needs بتحسوا إنه مهمشين. They're like put it on the side. Even we're sending some of the students
to other
out.
districts.
Yeah, why? What's going on?
Well, it's the allocation of funds.
Okay.
And the program, the special needs program, needs a lot of reforms.
Okay.
And one of the things is to make sure that the funds are there for this type of program. Khadr, when he ran, he raised the issue to the top.
مظبوط.
And that's something that I greatly respect. And inshallah, once I get elected, I'd like to look into a reform for this program to make sure that we're meeting the needs for the students and we're helping them face the challenges, because these people are resilient. You see Khadr as a great prime example of resilience, of making miraculous things for us. And alhamdulillah that we have him on board and the district, and I think that decision is overdue.
Yes.
And I'm glad that we do now are being inclusive. We have to look also, how can we make it inclusive and easier for people who have those difficulties to be employed by the district and to navigate. And they're the only ones. I have to say this, because we have to involve the pioneers like Khadr and other people to tell us what to do. Because we're not in their place. They are the ones who are facing those challenges.
Okay.
And he has done that at the college and done that at U of M Dearborn, and I'm pretty sure he was going to be doing that for our district.
Adel, when it comes to reading us, and I know next year the state is required that whoever is not ready or doesn't have enough good grades for NWA, you're not going to be able to pass the third grade.
Yeah.
How, we have a lot of incoming families who are whether refugees or whatever the case might be. This is going to be a big challenge for them. What do you think it's a good plan to basically still respect whatever law is going with the state, but at the same time respect the condition of those families?
Right, for sure. Well, two things. I'm going to be quick because of the time. But one of the things about reading is that we have to go back to the basics of loving to read.
Okay.
And by the way, if you look at the data, actually the students who are struggling with reading, some actually vast majority of them were born here, or they've been in the country for a long time. So it's not just the refugees or the people who just came.
But in general, it's more. The struggle is more for people who just the newcomers.
Right.
It's not their
So
natural language.
how do we make the environment for them to speed that process of having them to read? So whether it's literacy programs, and I think even with my own son who was a late talker, late speech, and still struggles to read fluently. We still have to offer those intervention programs after school. Those were very important, and they do help the students.
Okay.
So the students who need these programs, they need to be offered these programs after school. And data has shown how effective they are.
Okay.
So if we have those programs, and if we're going as a district for these grants, then we will be in good shape, where students will not be held back in third grade.
Okay. هلا نحن we are probably, I think, one of the few, or might be the only district that we have a P14 actually. We have a college that's part of.
The only one in the state.
Okay. Why we don't have good college readiness statistics and rates? What's going on? Is there a disconnect between the college and the P12?
The disconnect, it's not much of a disconnect, is how do we prepare our students for college?
Okay.
When they go and take those remedial courses, it's because they were not able to pass those examinations that they take at the college.
Okay.
So it's not preparing them for the tests though. There is one thing is when you prepare somebody for a test, or you prepare them for life.
Okay. خلينا ناخذ الاتصال ونرجع نكمل. سوري دكتور. تفضل، مين معنا على الخط؟
صباح النور.
صباح النور، يا اهلا وسهلا. تحية لحاج. تفضل حاج.
اولا بدي اشكرهم كلهم اللي مرشحين للبورد اوف
مزبوط.
وبتمنى لهم ينجحوا، يعني النجاح، لانه نجاحهم هو نجاح لاولادنا، للكوميونتي تبعنا. وانا بوافق مع عادل وبشكره على انه ما تراجع، لانه خسر مره الانتخابات وكفى دليل على انه يعني عقله وقلبه كل مكان الصحيح مشان اولادنا ومشان مستقبلنا ومشان مدارسنا.
مزبوط.
فبتمنى لك النجاح، وبتمنى انه
اكيد أستاذ.
مشكور حاج زهير على اتصالك، نحن بنتشكرك حبيبي. عادل، يعني استاذ بعد عندنا شيء تقريبا شيء 3 دقائق للمقابله. What makes you different from other candidates, عادل؟ شو بيخليك انت تكون مختلف عن الكانديديتس الثانيين؟
Sure. One of the things that I cannot point myself to say I have one unique thing that I have, but my unique life experiences, Hussein, make me the best qualified candidate for this post. Putting my MBA aside, putting my statewide policy aside, it's the experiences that I've gone through as a student, as somebody who has taught for 3 years, and also as somebody who is a software engineer with technology and innovative ideas for our district. المجلس التربوي من أهم المجالس في المراكز إذا قلنا يعني
الحكومية أو العامة، مزبوط.
لأنه البوست مش سياسي،
مزبوط.
أنت ستكون هناك كمثال وأيضا كقدوة لما تكون في المجلس.
مزبوط.
فطلابنا محتاجين شخص بيكون معه التجارب العامة المختلفة. So my all overall experiences backed up by the credentials that I have as somebody who's been accomplished, who has kids in the district, and who's very involved, and who is very concerned about where public education is going. So if I get elected, inshallah, I'll be prime fighter for our district in Lansing, making sure that we still have the funds that we need, and also forging relationships with the businesses in Dearborn and outside Dearborn to come and invest in our schools.
Very quick, Adel, but I know I'm out of time, but I want to, it's a very important question. I know many times you advocated for equal representation of all of the city. What do you mean by that?
Well, if you look at the board right now and you ask yourself, does it reflect the student body? The answer is no. I'm here to represent every single taxpayer and student. So I'm not just running just to represent the people in my community or in my specific community. I'm here to represent every single voter, and whether you vote for me or not, I'll be listening to your concerns, to your aspirations, and reflect those on the board. So I'm hoping that people will pay attention to the Board of Education. It's very important. Look up the candidates. There is the non-partisan guide by the League of Voters. Vote411.org. And they asked us a variety of questions. And if you go in there and you type in your address, it will tell you all the information on how these candidates answered your questions.
Okay. عادل، إذا العالم بدهم يتواصلوا معك عندك ويب سايت، كيف فيهم يتواصلوا معك؟ adelmozip.com adelmozip.com. أنا كمان موجود على كل التواصل الاجتماعي. عادل, just search for my name, Adel ADEL كمان تليفوني الخاص 313-415-5801. إذا حد عنده أي سؤال عن مؤهلاتي أو خطتي المدارس ديربورن والكلية هنري فورد، بكل رحب وكل سعة. آخر كلمة لك عادل, your final words.
Thank you so much, Hussein, for this opportunity, and thank you to Americana Radio for this. I'm forever grateful that you guys are doing this for us. I want to ask and humbly ask the voters in Dearborn and also in Dearborn Heights, precinct 1 through 4, to consider me for this post. I'm a great listener and I'm a great doer. And inshallah, if I get this post in November, you will have somebody who will be fighting for you every day for our children. It's the future, and we must protect it. And inshallah, if I get this opportunity, you will have somebody who will be on your side all the time.
Thank you, عادل. كلك ذوق. قبل ما نخلص عادل بدي أحب أذكر مستمعينا إنه آخر نهار لحتى تسجلوا للانتخابات هو أكتوبر 9. So please make sure if you want to be able to vote لحتى فيكم تصوتوا بنوفمبر 6 لازم تكونوا مسجلين لحتى تصوتوا. So الديدلاين لحتى تتسجل لتصوت هو أكتوبر 9. إذا بدكم مساعدة فيكم تتواصلوا معنا بأمريكانا أو واتساب ميديا أو مع عادل أو حيلا مرشح اللي هو نازل على انتخابات في ساعدكم بهذا الموضوع. كتير مهم انه تنزلوا تصوتوا، كتير مهم انه تتسجلوا لحتى تصوتوا، لانه مستقبل اولادنا، مستقبل مدينتنا، مستقبلنا كلنا كجالية بيعتمد على كمية التصويت ونسبة التصويت بالانتخابات. بدي اتشكرك عادل لانه كنت معنا.
شكرا جزيلا.
وان شاء الله هلا رح ناخذ نحن بريك كتير قصير. بالقسم الثاني من الحلقة رح يكون معنا زي شامي from Zeethecook وتسليط الضوء على قصة نجاح جديدة من عنا من الجالية. تابعونا.
Great job.
Thank you so
Great
much.
job. That's awesome.
يلا switch back quick.
تفضل.
Are you still live right now?
Yes, we're still live.
Would you be able to if I gave it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Again, I know you're doing all this, but my fans know they know that I'm not. So I'm just gonna start now. Good job. You know, I'll send you some pictures too that
Sure,
I took for
thank you
this.
so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Adel.
Luxury limousine for all occasions. Please call 313-582-8970.
Thank you.
LuxuryLimousine.com.
Thank you, Kelly. Salam.
ميدوست ريسايكلينج
Ready?
لصاحبها السيد إيب
Okay,
هاشم
you're gonna
وخبرة
have this
أكثر
very
من
close to you.
35 سنة في إعادة تدوير الملابس والأحذية المستعملة غير المرغوب فيها كوسيلة للحفاظ على جمالية البيئة.
Are you live?
ميدوست
I am
ريسايكلينج
live
Why? I just copy that.
on my Instagram
لمؤسسة
Okay, yeah,
خيرية
Instagram.
because my Instagram followers not all of them are on
على
Facebook. You
مدى
know what I mean?
السنوات
No, you're right.
الماضية.
We good?
العنوان 26051
ديك
ميشيغان
السوداء هون.
افنيو في مدينة
هي البلاك.
إنستر. ميدوست ريسايكلينج توفر خدمة بيك اب لجميع الملابس والأحذية المستعملة وأدوات مطبخ فوق 100 باوند من خلال الاتصال على رقم 313-254-9106 313-254-9106
Does it look good from your end? Does it?
هلا أنا
مع ميدوست ريسايكلينج البيئة أكثر جمالية. والآن أخبار الجالية.
مستمعينا من راديو امريكانا 102.3 اف ام ومن صفحه واتساب شو الاخبار. هيدي نسيت انا اقولها باول الحلقه. واتساب ميديا نتورك كمان فيكم تتابعونا على صفحه واتساب شو الاخبار على الفيسبوك. نحن بتشوفونا صوت وصوره واذا عندكم حيلا كومنت او حيلا سؤال فيكم كمان تحطوها هونيك على الصفحه. بالقسم الاول من الحلقه كان معنا عادل معزب، هو مرشح للمقعد بالمجلس التربوي بديربورن. حكى عن هو ليش نازل وحكى عن الخطة تبعه لتحسين المستوى التعليمي هون في مدينة ديربورن. هو حكى عادل موصلي باللغة الإنجليزية بس كمان تكلم شوي باللغة العربية. إذا حيلا حدا عنده سؤال عن عادل أو بحب يتعرف أكثر على عادل في يتواصل معه من خلال وسائل التواصل الاجتماعي أو رقم التليفون اللي هو أعطاه على الهواء. فيكم تحضروا الحلقة على الفيسبوك وتشوفوا المعلومات اللي أعطاها عادل. هي رح تكون الحلقة متوفرة على واتساب ميديا نتورك على الفيسبوك. بالقسم الثاني من حلقتنا ومن هون لآخر الحلقة رح يكون معنا زينب شامي or Zee Shami from Zeethecook. رح نتحدث عن مسيرتها، عن السكسس ستوري تبعها. نحن معودينكم ان شاء الله كل نهار جمعة we highlight someone from our community that's young and that's doing something amazing, and Zee is a great example for that stuff. So I'm glad to have her on the show today. Zee, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Thank
So
you.
what a crazy schedule you have today. I was
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at it.
I just got back from Belleville. I was on my daughter's field trip, and this is what entrepreneur life is all about. You know, you're trying to juggle family life and work life.
That's
so
awesome.
gotta balance it all out, you know.
So I heard you guys are going for a lunch after the show and I wasn't invited.
Afaf, I'm gonna leave this one on you, Afaf Ahmed. You are more than welcome to join us, and we would love to have you. You know what? You made us wait to get connected, so we went and took care of it on our own. But we know how busy you are. Please come join
حبيبي
us.
thank you. بحب أذكر اللي عم يستمعون لنا إنه anyone who would like to call بحب يتصلوا. الأرقام التليفونات هن from Detroit it's 313-769-6666 and from Canada, Windsor, Canada it's 519-256-1023. Zee, can you tell us a bit about yourself for those who don't know you? Who you are?
Of course. So my name is Zee Shami. I am the owner of Zeethecook Culinary Studio, which is a culinary school where we host birthday parties, private events. We teach cooking classes, baking classes. We like to focus on teenagers and kids.
Okay.
To prepare them for the future. You know, these days, you know, kids come back from school and mom and dad are so busy at work, and you know, they run to junk food sometimes, and we really want to prevent that in the future by teaching them healthy ways to prepare their own lunches, their own dinners, their own snacks in a really safe way too.
And I wanna go more to that because it's very important.
Sure.
But first, you're a mom, right?
Yes, I am a mom. Yes.
And you're a wife to a great husband.
Thank you so much.
Shadi, right?
Shadi is
Can
the
we give
reason
him a
for it
shout
all.
out?
Shadi Shami, I love you so much.
Great.
You're the
Okay.
reason I'm here.
That's awesome. How you know how did you get this idea? Because I know you started out of your house.
Right. So I used to, from my house, share food ideas. You know, everyone would always say, "Oh, what are you making for dinner tonight? What are you making?" And everyone runs out of ideas.
Okay.
So anytime I'd come up with the idea, I would post a picture of the food that I've went ahead and cooked. And of course, presentation is key. So I would make it look really pretty, take a picture. As everyone knows, food blogging is really
Yes.
popular.
100%.
So, I mean, I started to get a really big follow from the community, which was amazing. And I started to feel like a lot of people wanted my recipes. And my biggest, and I'm going to tell the whole world right now that my biggest challenge is writing down recipes. Only because I don't measure when I cook. When I cook, I use my heart. I like let my heart lead the way. You know, you can give me a whole table of ingredients and just leave me alone in the kitchen. That's my therapy. I will come up with the most creative meal and make sure it's delicious without using any recipe or, you know, guideline.
Yeah.
So when my fans started to ask me for my recipes, you know, it was my challenge. And then I said, you know, instead of teaching them through recipes, why don't I teach them in person?
100%.
I would love to just get them into my zone and show them how I do it, and maybe they can take down their own notes, you know? So that's how it really started, you know, me wanting to teach others and help others achieve those goals.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you started at your house.
Right.
And then when did you have your own studio?
Yeah. So I started from my house, you know, we would also rent out bakeries and supermarkets. We've done a few supermarket adventures, and my students and I, we would like meet at different locations to host these events until I was able to manage, you know, enough money to eventually open up my own studio.
Very good.
So yeah, it gives me the freedom. It gives me the freedom to schedule my own classes, my own times around my own, you know, lifestyle and family. So it's really amazing. It took me, I would say, 2 years from when I first started to finally get my own studio.
How easy or how hard is?
Nothing in life comes easy, as we all know. Nothing amazing comes easy, right? So if you really want to achieve great success, you gotta understand that you're putting yourself in, you know, in a lot of hills and steeps and holes, and so it wasn't easy.
Did you experience failure?
I experienced failure. I continuously experience failure, actually, till this day, which is amazing. You know, you're supposed to, you know that you're on the right track when you're failing. You know you're on the right track when you're challenged, you know, because it only helps you grow. It only helps you become wiser and learn from it. So as long as you fail, but you don't continue to fail, like the same mistakes.
You learn from the same.
You're learning, exactly. You're learning. There's failure involved, you know, there's hardships. And it was hard on my family in the beginning. You know, being a mom and being a wife and trying to open up this, you know, make my dreams come true and open up the studio to help other people and, you know, widen the education in our community was hard on my family. So in the beginning, it didn't come easy, and I had to nurture my kids and nurture my husband, and at the same time nurture the business so that it would grow. And that is where my biggest challenge was. And now that I've gotten to my own studio, my family is my #1 supporters. They're very proud of me. They're very happy for me.
That's nice.
So once we got over that hill, everything's great now.
Alhamdulillah. That's awesome. So you share a love of food with many of your followers, like you said. But why did you choose to focus so much on younger kids?
Sure.
It's not only like we have like this misconception that cooking is only for girls.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of boys coming to you, and they're very happy to come.
The boys are creative. They're, you know, you can think of the most famous chefs in the world, and they're men, right? When we think of Chef Gordon Ramsay, and we think of all these amazing chefs. Yeah, exactly. They're men. So there's no reason men shouldn't be in the kitchen. Actually, women love men who cook, right? Imagine you getting a break on the couch. And what if your man whips up an amazing stir fry for you, and you're like, wow, like for me, that's a great thing. And then the boys, they come to our studio. We have our summer camps, and they come and they have a blast. You know, we do allow the boys their own space, so it's not like we're always mixing the boys and girls together, because, you know, boys will be boys, and they will be a little more rowdy, and we let them be. You know, we allow them to be free, to be themselves. They love to get creative again with food. And then we also usually have activities to follow cooking and eating, which entails, you know, different sports that we play, different arts and crafts, and things that would really entice them to want to come back and do it
awesome.
more.
بس لحتى I think we have 2 calls on the على الخط هلا تاخذهم كلي وتعطينا اياهم. بس تفضل، مين معنا على الخط؟ يا اهلا وسهلا. انا قلت لك ما تدقيش على البروجرام ورجعتي دقيتي بدك.
Is that a fast statement?
طيب يلا احكي مع زي بسرعه، عنا اتصالات.
Is it عفاف? Is it عفاف? عفاف, are you ready for the steak?
تفضلي يا عفاف، عم نمزح معك نحن، تفضلي. ايه
It's a ladies' lunch date.
حبيبي.
Yes.
انه انت بتركزي على younger age. طب انا اذا وحدي مثلا معطها مثل حكيتي او وحدي
حبيبتي.
بتعرفش تقلي بيضة.
يعني مثلا وحدي عم تتجوز جديد مثلا
مظبوط.
او وحدي مثلا بدها تطبخ ببيت جوزها
Of course.
على المحل
Of course.
وعلى ورق العنب وكذا كيف تتصرفي معهم؟ قولي لي للشوف.
أهلا وسهلا فيهم اللي بدهم يتعلموا الطبيخ
Thank you,
اللي يكونوا
عفاف.
هن adults. Thank you so much. What a great question. So the reason I are we good?
Yeah, I think we have a couple of questions. Let's take all of the questions and then we'll
And then
we'll
answer all the questions.
إيه.
Will you remind me what they
I'll
are?
remind you. يلا تفضل، مين معنا على الخط؟
معك علي اسماعيل الصوت.
يا هلا بعلي. يا هلا علي، هو متابع دائم للبرنامج تبعنا. تفضل. علي بحب
علي.
الطبخ كمان. علي
Oh,
عنده
good.
فان
Hi, علي.
عنده فان بيج عملها على الانستغرام سميها
Oh.
قرب وجرب.
Really?
إيه، I love his page.
It has to
تفضل
do with
علي.
food?
Yeah, it's all about food.
Nice.
I just want to say that I really enjoyed the live video that was going on, and
Thank
it
you.
was a nice experience. It was a nice experience seeing the chief, especially
Sure.
cooking and all that. You know, it shows how like you guys are involved in the community. And
Right.
it just brings people together, and it develops a bond. You know. So I
Thank
just
you
wanna
so
say
much.
keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you guys, and I
I
wish you guys the best.
I hope to meet you soon. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, cooking with Chief Haddad was really
Thank you, Ali.
amazing. He's such a sweetheart, and you know he really cares about small businesses in our community. So I love the support that I got from him.
اوكي. السؤال تبع عفاف كان حلو، انه نحن انه قلنا انه we teach younger kids,
Right.
but I know you also do some adult classes.
Yeah,
too.
so we actually have an adults only cooking class coming up on Saturday, which is usually the date night. So Saturday is October 20th. At 6:30 p.m. we're doing a 4-course dinner. We're gonna make a very healthy, delicious salmon with sautéed asparagus, broccoli, healthy vegetables. We're gonna make a delicious fattoush. We're gonna make, you know, batata harra, spiced potatoes, and I'm gonna teach all my own
عاش
dressings.
بدنا. We don't want to do interview anymore. رجعنا.
all my own spices, all my own dressings. I'm really excited to teach this class. We're already filling up. We'd love to have the adults join us on October 20th. It will be a very amazing experience. You know, when adults watch my kids' programs, they get jealous. They say, we need to have that kind of fun, you know? So I take you up on that. You know, I really am trying to offer this to the adults so you can have fun and do something together as a team, whether it's you and your spouse, or you and your date, or you and your girls, you know, a girls' ladies' night out or a singles night out. Go ahead and sign up. We would love to
100%.
have you. Yeah, Zeethecook.com. That's where you can find the class.
So مش بس زينب بتعمل صفوف للتلاميذ الصغار، كمان في عندهم صفوف للادلتس، للعيال، اللي حدا مجوز مش مجوز بيحب انه يكون هو وعائلته، حتى بيعملوا هن مثل برايفت ايفنتس كمان عندهم بالاستوديو.
And you know, can I say one thing really
تفضلي
quick?
زينب.
You know, there's people who say like, oh, we don't care to cook or we don't want to learn, and it's not really just about food at my studio. It's also about social experiences. You know, you really want to be doing something positive, something different in the community, rather than just going out to eat or going to the movies all the time.
مزبوط.
This is something like we're hands-on. You're coming, you're doing something new that's so different, hands-on. There's no reason that you would have to go to like Birmingham to do something fun, or
مزبوط.
you know, of course I love going out of the city, but at the same time our city has some amazing things going on
إيه.
where we can work together as a community and do fun things in our community. So again, we're located in Dearborn Heights, and you know, it's all about social experiences, doing fun things with friends and things like that. Yeah.
اوكي. عندنا دعايتين رح ناخذهم بعد شوي.
Sure.
بحب اذكر بارقام التليفونات اللي بيحبوا يتواصلوا معنا، وهودي ارقام التليفونات اللي عم يحضرنا على الفيسبوك هلا مبينين عندكم على الشاشه. هن من ديترويت 313-769-6666، ومن وينزر كندا على 519-256-1023. إن كان سؤالك بالعربي او بالانجليزي نحن بنرحب بحي سؤال بيجينا. بس ناخذ شويه كومنتس من فيسبوك وبنرجع بناخذ دعايه بعد الكومنتس وبنرجع لزينب. اول كومنت من كوماندر بالوين كاونتي شيرف زاك حيدر. زاك رح يكون معنا الجمعه الجايه مع حدا من ايستوود
I know Zach very well. How are you?
من ايستوود كلينيك. رح نتحدث عن الدراجز متابعة للحلقة اللي عملناها عن الشابين اللي اجوا وتحدثوا عن مشكلتهم مع المخدرات. رح نتحدث عن طريقة العلاج، وهيدي واحدة من الأوبشن اللي هي فري للي هن بهذا الموضوع. So تابعونا next week. So زاك عم بيقول great show. ليلى حمقى is saying hi to you.
Thank you. Hi.
Shadi, your husband is saying I love you too, and he's saying failure is part of success.
Thank you.
Zainab, my wife, is saying failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. When your family supports you in all that you do, you have a key power to success. Great job, Z.
Excellent. Thank you.
عفاف شبهها عفاف already دقيتي خلص ما عشان ناخذ الكومنت تبعكم. ياسر is saying brilliant. So we have a lot of comments from Facebook. Thank you everyone that's
Thank you so much everyone. We really appreciate
that's
all
writing
the support.
comments. Make sure you basically watch the show on WhatsApp شو الأخبار WhatsApp Media Network on Facebook. If you have any comment or anything, please make sure you put it all up there and we'll read it here. تفضل معنا اتصال على الهواء.
الو
Yeah, hello.
الو مرحبا.
يا أهلا وسهلا. مين معنا؟
معك هنادي. زي she knows me. How are you زي؟ ولا نور وفضل؟
حبيبتي هنادي. I love you. Thanks for listening.
I was driving. It's funny because usually I usually have my phone
Wow.
in the car on NPR.
Yes.
And it's funny, I have Radio Tina and I heard your voice and said, oh my God.
Oh my God. I love you Hanadi. Thank you حبيبتي.
Habibti, the reason I'm calling
Sure.
is I just want to say for the past 2 years we started my kids with Zeed, and it has been a pleasure every single
Thank
time.
you so
Unfortunately,
much.
lately for the past year I haven't been able to take them as much
It's okay,
because so much
Habibti.
was going on
Sure.
with my schedule and the kids and the family.
Life happens,
You know,
قلبي.
going away and coming back and all of that. But I do have to say, I wish we had more programs like Zeethecook in our community. And one thing I love about it is like, it's not like I'm taking my kids, dropping them off, and you know what, I don't have to worry about it for 6 to 8 hours.
حبيبتي, thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you.
They are having fun. It's a beautiful, professional, clean environment.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Very trustworthy, and I know my kids are in good hands. And a very important factor, the social skills.
Nice.
They're meeting other kids. They're making more friends. And I wish we had more programs like this available where we don't have to worry as parents, especially in the summertime. What do I need to do with my kids?
Okay.
And the fact that she's in Dearborn High School, she's close to Dearborn, close to Dearborn High, close to Canton, because I have a lot of friends in Canton too.
مزبوط.
So this is a beautiful program.
Thank you so much Hanadi. That's amazing.
Thank you.
خليكي لحظة.
أكيد.
حبيبتي.
بدي أتشكرك على اتصالك هنادي. عنا اتصالات
I
كتير.
love you Hanadi. Thank you so
بدي
much.
اخذ انا اعلان لانه عندنا اعلانات بدنا ناخذهم. رح ناخذ اعلان هلا كتير قصير وبنرجع لكم بحلقتنا اليوم مع زيزكوك.
Sure.
مكتب ميريديان لو جروب للمحاماة وبإدارة المحامي المعروف طارق بيدومي يضم أمهر المحامين المتخصصين في قضايا الحوادث والقضايا الشخصية والقضايا العائلية وأيضا القضايا التجارية والعقارية. مكتب ميريديان لو جروب ربح قضايا عديدة وخاصة المتعلقة بضريبة الأملاك وتوفير أكثر من 50 مليون دولار لأصحاب العقار. العنوان 19855 أوت درايف سويت 104 ويست في مدينة ديربورن. رقم الهاتف 313-288-8529 313-288-8529.
لك انا صلعت من هون
والعدالة والتفوق هدف ميريديان لو جروب.
راحت علي صلح.
مجوهرات NJ دايموندز لصاحبها ابن الجالية وخبير المجوهرات السيد زهير عبد الحق. خبرة أكثر من 20 عاما وGIA Graduate Gemologist. تشكيلة كبيرة وجديدة من الذهب والمجوهرات.
رايحين نطبخ سوا انا وزي يوم الثلاثاء مباشرة على صفحة شو الأخبار الساعة 7. عم تحنى فيه.
It's coming Tuesday. She is. She's my next guest. Let's talk about it. عفاف أحمد with me Tuesday 7 p.m. at the studio. It's gonna be fun.
طيب يلا بنرجع حلقة مهضومة. عندنا الكومنتس عم بيجوا على الفيسبوك شوي مهضومين كمان. هلا رح نعمل الاعلان تبع الحلقة تبع تيوزداي بس قبل ما نخلص نختم الحلقة تبعنا ان شاء الله. عندنا اتصال على الهواء بدناش نطره اكثر من هيك. تفضل مين معنا؟ فيك تسمعيني من التليفون مش من الراديو.
كيفكم؟
الحمد لله. مين معنا؟
أنا نجيب.
يا أهلا وسهلا، تفضلي نجيبة. الحمد لله.
بدي أشكركم إلك وللأخت والأخ، أشكركم على هذا البرنامج الحلو.
الله يخليكي يا رب، مشكورة.
لما عنيتكم معي.
قلت لك ذوق، مشكورين على اتصالك حبيبتي، الله يخليكي. بنتشكر دعمكم، كلكم عم تحضرونا وكل عم بيتصلوا، كتير مهم هيدا لحتى الاستمرارية تبع البرنامج. وإذا عندكم حيلا موضوع أو حيلا فكرة بتحبوا إنه نحن نطرحها، فيكم تتواصلوا معنا، يمكن على أرقام أمريكانا راديو مع عفاف، أو معنا نحن على واتساب ميديا شو الأخبار. حيلا موضوع بتحبوا إن نحن نتطرق له، نضوي عليه، نلقي الضوء عليه، فيكم تبعتوا لنا مسج على الفيسبوك أو تتواصلوا معنا ونحن إن شاء الله بنطرح هذا الموضوع. زينب.
Yes.
So we're doing cooking classes, but like you said, look, it's not just cooking, it's more about social life, skills, and other stuff.
You know, just
How
like
do you
Kennedy said.
Yeah,
Go
how
ahead.
do you see the response from the kids? I know their parents love it, but how's the reaction of the kids is?
Okay, so the students' reaction to the social experiences that they're having at the studio is really amazing, because not only are they making new friends within minutes of arriving,
Okay.
I am also shocked, because 10 minutes into the class and I look at the two people who had just met and I say, do you know each other outside of the studio? And they say, no, we've never met before. But when you look at them and you look at the way their energy is so friendly and it's so positive, you would think they've been friends their whole life. So they're building these new relationships in a healthy environment, in a clean environment, like Hanadia had mentioned. And, it's just been such a great experience for them. And then also they'll call each other and say, when are you going to Zee's next class so I can go to the exact same one you go to so we can see each other again.
100%.
You know what I mean? So the parents, they like to know that their kids are having such a good time. They are meeting new friends. They're, again, thank God that Hanadi actually called in
100%.
because, her testimonial,
Yes.
it stands true for so many of the parents. And I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have those kinds of reviews, because I've poured my heart and soul into this program. And I'm so glad that it's showing for what
How
it
do you
is.
see the future for Zeethecook? What's your future?
That's the thing. I'm a person who actually lives in the moment.
Okay.
I know I should have a vision. I know I should think about the future. But I'm really focused on today. I'm really focused on what's happening today, how I can offer the best that I can from my heart. I do see in the future, having kids with me for our own cooking show. So a kids inspired cooking show where we're focused on the kids cooking. So when the kids go home and mom and dad are so busy, they can watch our show and know exactly how to make
100%.
a meal with, of course, keeping safety in mind and keeping cleanliness in mind. I've had a mom say, Z, before my kids came to your classes, they would always cook, but they'd make a big mess.
Big mess.
And now it's like you've taught them to be clean and to prepare how to prep before you start cooking and how to wrap it up after you're done eating. And that means so much to me, because now I walk into the kitchen and there's no mess. So again, we teach safety, we teach cleanliness, we teach cooking. It's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you give us the information about your studio, the address,
Sure.
the website, the
Sure.
phone number?
So we're
خدي
located,
وقتك.
of course, we're located in the heart of Dearborn Heights on Warren, between Beach Daily and Telegraph.
Okay.
We're located right next door to Chase Bank. Our address is 24732 West Warren.
Okay.
Our entrance is from the back of the building, just for safety of our students. And our phone number is 313-414-2301. To register for October's classes, we have a lot of fun things coming up. You go to www.z, like zebra, Zeecook.com. And again, our classes coming up are going to be so much fun, just like you see the shows on TV. Cupcake Wars, we're having Cupcake Wars.
That's nice.
We're doing a Spanish cuisine with the we have teenage only classes, so the teenagers, they feel more advanced, they feel more in a mature
100%.
group. Yeah.
Just very quickly, Zee, can you tell us about your show with WhatsApp Media Network? Very quickly, 30 seconds.
So my show with WhatsApp Media Network is on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We do a live cooking show, and we're always going to be hosting some special guest. Our last one, we hosted Chief Ronald Haddad, who was the chief of the Dearborn Police. And this upcoming Tuesday, we are blessed to actually have the guest be Afaf Ahmad Diva, who is the founder of Americana Radio. And me and her, we are very excited. We're actually about to get together right now for lunch and discuss our upcoming event and to get to know each other a little bit better. Really excited. So please tune in on WhatsApp Network Media on Facebook. to watch our live show every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
That's amazing. أنا بس بدي أذكر المستمعين تبعنا إنه البروجرامز اللي بتعملهم زينب very important program, very amazing program.
Thank you.
للعائلة كلها، للأولاد كلهم، كانوا صبي ولا بنت بينبسطوا بهودي البروجرامز. بشجعكم إنه تروحوا لعندهم، بشجعكم إنه تجربون. رقم التليفون عندهم هو 313-414-2301. أنا بحب أتشكركم، بحب أتشكرك زينب على وجودك معنا اليوم. Moms who work and take care of the family are amazing moms. So thank you for you and to every mom that is a working mom and they're fighting to make a living with their husband. مشكورين كلكم لكم على اللي بتعملوه. بدي أتشكر مستمعينا على أمريكانا راديو 102.3 FM. بدي أتشكر مشاهدينا على واتساب ميديا نتورك. كان معكم حسين هاشم من صدى 102.3 FM. أنا بتواصل معكم الجمعة الجاي. ضلوكم تابعونا ونحن بنكون معكم على طول بأهم المواضيع. شكرا لكم.
Thank you everybody. Thank you.
مستمعينا الكرام شكرا لإصغائكم.
Thank you everyone who watched on Facebook. This is Hussein. I had Zee with me on the second part of the show and Adel on the first part of the show. You can watch the show here on WhatsApp Media Network. Please make sure you like the page and you share this video so we can reach more people. Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Thank you.